Hello everyone, welcome to SQL tutorials. Last video I already discussed about the data manipulation language. So how you can work with the data manipulation language, that is the create, insert, update and delete. Okay, so I already discussed about the insert and the update about in the data manipulation language, and delete and truncate I will discuss in video number 14. So if you not get the chance to watch this video, so just I recommend that you can go and watch this video before watching this video. So in this video I will discuss about the transaction control language. So how you can work with the transaction control language, how you can apply with the transaction control language into your day-to-day life. So let's start with the SQL Server Management Studio and see how you can work with the transaction control language. So basically in the transaction control language, there is a TCL, we have the commit and the rollback. Okay, so commit and rollback is basically what is the meaning of the commit and what is the meaning of the rollback. Okay, so commit is the means you save the data. So whatever changing you done into the database, that is you need to save the data, and rollback is the nothing but it mean to you need to roll back the data. Rollback is nothing but you undo the data, means whatever you change is done, you want to revert back to the data. So why this commit and rollback is required? So basically when you update any of the data, it basically automatically saved into the table. Okay, so then why rollback is required? So for example, let's consider this table. I'm creating one duplicate table like select star into table name. So I already discussed on the last video how you can create a duplicate table, so you can go and watch in the detail. So let's create with this duplicate table, and my duplicate table name is the dim customer duplicate. So if some developer is there and I ask to update the yearly income is the 60,000 for the employee 14629, okay, or there's something 80,000 to 14629. So if forget to put the where clause, so if forget to put the where clause, so data got mess up. Like for example, suppose if you update the 80,000 and if you forget to put the where clause, all the data got updated to 80,000. So this is the table, different table name. So let me put this table name. Okay, so once you update this data, it got updated all the record with the 80,000 record only. So we lost all the previous data. So if you try to roll back, means if you want to try to revert back with the original state, so you will get the error that the rollback transaction request has no corresponding begin transaction. So if you want to roll back any of the data, you need to always use the transaction begin transaction while you updating, while you inserting, or while you deleting any of the record into the database. Okay, so when you use the rollback begin transaction, so let's see, I am updating with the 50,000 in the same table, but I use the begin transaction here. So let me go and drop this table again. Okay, so you can see what changing is done, and let me create the table name again. Okay, so let me create the duplicate table again. So once your duplicate table is created, now you can update the data with the begin transaction. So I written here the begin transaction and update statement. So once you execute this one, you can see this data got updated, and now if you look up this table name dim customer dupe, you can see all data got updated 50,000. So since you open the begin transaction, you can perform the two operations. Either you can roll back the data or you need to commit the data. Otherwise this table got locked. If in this same window you are able to access, but any other developer if try to access this table, this table is got locked, and data will be not populate here. Okay, so you can see the execute statement will not never be complete, okay, because this table is got locked. So if you open the begin transaction, you need to always perform either rollback or either commit. So once you perform the rollback, it's automatically whatever the original state data will be reverted back. So once you execute the rollback, now you can see rollback will be work. Okay, so now you can see rollback is completed, and now you can check the table name. So you can see all the data is reverted back, which is the original state. It is the original state. So now if you update the data, any table name, yearly income 90,000, middle name XYZ, and material status M, for the customer key 14632, and after the update statement is done and you feel that this is the correct, so you need to go and commit the data. So this is a way you can roll back the data and you can commit the data. So if you have any question, you can provide me the question on the comment, and I will meet again on the next video. So thank you so for watching for this video.